there any career advice you would give to your younger self or a young designer starting out today?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say form an opinion early about the things that really drive you, the things that you want to do, the ways that you want to work. I had again, my mentor, my former boss, Eric Hyman. We had a class. He had an assignment. It was about writing your design manifesto. So he really challenged us to like put down on paper like who we were and who we wanted to be. And I can't tell you how valuable that's been in my career. Again, if you don't have those answers, like no one else is going to have those answers for you. So always form an opinion. It's got to be a well-informed opinion. You can't just have an opinion for opinion's sake.
Right.
It's got to be well-founded. You got to be deeply thought about. But yeah, that's what I always like to go back to.
Do you have any advice for any designers who want to work at Adobe?
Yeah, I think that like Adobe's a really cool place. The people there are really passionate about the work that they do. Really, I mean, if you want to work at Adobe, like bring that passion for creativity, bring that passion for process, for craft. I think that sometimes people are very they have a lot of anxiety about their past experience, but there's always a story to tell. There's always a way that you can take that experience because it's all valuable. Take that experience and wrap it up in a story about why you want to be at a place like Adobe, right? There's always a story there. Design the hell out of that story. And I think that you'll have a good shot at success for whatever it is you want to do, whether it's Adobe or somewhere else.
Yeah, thank you for that. Any favorite resources online or books you want to point to?
So let's see. Of course, I generally I love to read and just in general. And lately, I've been finding a lot of inspiration in like books. Particularly one of my favorite authors is Haruki Murakami. He writes in a very kind of like it's very, it's a very surreal kind of environment. It's a very fantastical environment that he writes in. But in there, he says a lot of things about creativity, about life. I'm reading one of his most recent books right now, Killing Commendatore, and it's about a painter, and some very unusual things happen to this painter. But it's a real allegory to me at the end of the day about creativity and about life and about experience. So I've really been drawing a lot of inspiration from that lately. I also just picked up, a book on the one that I love called The Visual History of Type. It's this massive tome, if you love typography. I would, there are all the things out there you can find on your own, the dribbles and whatnot. But, to me, like, I like to look for books that really that focus on craft and focus on the development of craft. And so, like, you can even sort of, again, like, I think there's a lot to be said for the people who might sort of be considered, graphic designers. There's a lot of stuff that I draw from that to influence the work that I do, in UX design. So I really, I love books just generally about craft and about process. So.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll link those in the show notes.
Cool.
And how does someone get in touch with you?
Yeah, everybody can find me. Of course, I love to talk about design wherever you can find me. You can find me at Mr. Talin, MrTalin on Twitter and on Instagram. And of course, LinkedIn. You can always feel free to connect with me. I always enjoy hearing from you, hearing what you think about XD, talking about design. I always just love doing that. And you can also, of course, find me streaming every once in a while on Behance on
yeah, that's right.
.net/live. I kind of gave up my regular show last year, but I show up every once in a while, as well as I sort of show up on my own late at night drawing in Illustrator on the iPad. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah. And are there anything we can promote? Any job positions at Adobe or Adobe XD you want to promote?
Definitely. We are looking for some talented senior designers to join our Creative Cloud team. Again, the Creative Cloud team is really the backbone of all the ins and outs of our applications. We're looking for some talented people to join that team. We're looking for a product manager right now, senior product manager on the XD team. So definitely look at Andrew Shorten, my partner Andrew Shorten's Twitter feed to find the link to that. And yeah, definitely can, you know, like I said, like and we're always looking for talented people. And of course, intern season is going to be coming up starting in March. We're going to start be taking applications for that. There's also things, you know, the programs that point people to, like the creative residency program. And also our we just kicked off, I think, applications. I think they're still open for our Design Circle scholarship. So our Adobe XD Design Circle scholarship.